Congratulations. Always
Thanks.
excited to bring in new people. So
Yeah, it was fun to just kind of build it and see other people excited about it and see them get it on their face and be like, "Oh my God, I love these products." So it's just so um I'm just grateful every time I see somebody else light up about it. So it just reaffirms my faith in the company.
it's fun to have products that actually work and that people obsess over, right?
Yes, yes, 100%. Thanks for putting this on this morning, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Who else? Who else has something they're grateful for they want to share before we jump in? Don't be shy. I know everyone has something they can be grateful for.
Good morning. My name is Kelly, and I'm a newbie. I think, 2 or 3 weeks old, and I am grateful for beauty in the world. And I appreciate that this company is a beauty company. But when we're really paying attention, there's so much beauty in the world around us, and I'm grateful for that.
I love that. I'm right there with you. It's a great thing to be grateful for. And welcome to the family. Excited to have you here. Who else? Maybe two more people before we dive in here.
Hi, I'm
Judy.
Beth.
Oh,
I'm just very grateful to be part of Dr. Rimka's team. I can't say enough about what her leadership has been doing for me personally and how excited I am just being part of the group. So
that's awesome. We are glad to have you here. And yes, she is a great leader. And I know that people are missing her while she's in Korea this week. So Judy, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say I happen to be in Wisconsin, and this is a year where the fall has been absolutely magnificent. The trees have been colors I haven't seen in years, and the weather's been just magnificent. So I'm just grateful to have the opportunity to experience this whole season here.
I love that. I grew up in the Northeast where we had beautiful falls, and I do not have that as much down here where I live. So I do miss the colors and all the trees and everything. So Lynette lives in a beautiful area. Your area is probably nice in the this time of year as well. All right, well, let's get started here. We'll dive in. We're going to go through a basic and simple version of the comp plan today. I know we have a lot of new people, so we're going to focus on that. Some of you guys might already know this, and that's great. However, we'll go through the simple version. If there are questions, we can go ahead and ask the questions after I kind of run through everything, and we'll get all of that out of the way as well. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Um, and let me know if you guys can see the screen.
yes.
Perfect. So we will dive into this comp plan. The one thing that I want to say and kind of actually give a little bit of a story before I dive into this. I here anyways at Riman, I've been pegged as the comp plan expert. A lot of people come to me with comp plan questions, and I am happy to help with that. One thing I will say about business in general, and something that I learned early on, is that there don't ever get too focused on the numbers, because if you just focus on helping people, the numbers are going to come, right? The paychecks are going to come. So when you focus on genuinely just helping people, everything else falls into place. And it works out in a great way. And I'll give you an example. Someone I knew years ago, she was working in a company, and she was very successful, made, multiple six figures. And I remember being at a conference, and we were learning about the comp plan at the time, and she happened to step out of the room during the comp plan training. And so I was like, this is my chance to talk to her, right? So I walked out, and when I did, I kind of asked her, I was like, what do you feel like is the reason why you're so successful? And she was sharing, obviously it's passion and talking to people and all of that. But one thing that she said, she was like, Tim, I don't know about all that in there. I just focus on helping people. And so that's always stuck in my brain, that if you get too focused on the numbers, chances are it could slow you down as well. So just know that it's great to know the comp plan. It's helpful to know the comp plan to know where you can make your money at. But also, if you're just passionate about helping people, it's going to come either way. So we'll dive in here. Let's see if this works. My screen is not letting me click. All right. Let's see. Escape this mode, actually. We might just do this in this mode here. Can you guys still see the screen there?
Yeah, your arrow button's not working.
For some reason, it is not. Normally it does. So it could be my computer going slow trying to wake up on a Saturday morning like me. So so this comp plan is what we call a high margin wholesale distributor business model, which means we're very heavily focused on selling products. We're a comp plan that really rewards both sellers and team builders as well, which we'll kind of get into. But it's really focused on actually helping people grow the business through actually recommending products and building a team. But on the front end, it's more product focused. So what we have here, if we look at the very first level, so the very first level here is what we call planner. The qualifications to become a planner, simply just pay the $20. You're going to get a website. You're going to be able to refer products. Really, we consider these more like an affiliate. Like if they're just looking to make some income, that planner position, they're going to come in. The cool thing about this company is that we have it where they don't have any requirements. They don't have to buy any product to get paid. They don't have to have an easy ship or, I mean, an auto ship set up. They don't have to, there's no requirements for them to get paid as a planner, which is really something that a lot of companies don't have. And it's why we can call ourselves an affiliate model on the front end. So how that works is as a planner, you join, you're going to get paid 10% commissions on all of your business points. Now, business points, BP, that stands for, it stands for business points, but if you place a $100 order, you're going to have $90 in business points. So everything here, it's 90% volume. So 90% of the dollar, and then you get paid on the business points. So you get paid 10% of that 90. Now, as a planner, you're going to get paid on your retail commission. So any customers that you sell, your personal orders, any first level BP, which is anyone you personally sponsor or enroll into the business. And that's kind of what that would look like as well. Now, one thing to note here for personal orders, it's not paid out at 10%. It's actually split 5% between 5% between your Riman dollars and 5% between cash. I see why this is not working because it's zoomed in for some reason a little bit too much. So we will try to zoom this out here a little bit. And if it's okay, we're just going to scroll today because don't want to get caught on the reason why my computer's not working. So manager is where it gets a little bit more exciting. Now, this is where when you get started here, what we have what is called a 3-month rollover volume for the first 2 positions. That means we don't reset to 0 at the beginning of the month for your qualification for a promotion. So when you're looking to become a manager, you're going to have 3 months to reach this 3,000 total in business points. And that means if you had 1,000 this month, 1,000 November, and 1,000 in December, you'd hit manager in December. Now, a lot of people will come into this, they buy it right off the get-go. They want to get that 20% commissions. They want to get started at something solid right away. So a lot of people will come in, they'll buy 2 packs, or maybe they'll come in with a pack. They refer a friend who comes in with a pack, and then they're automatically manager. That way they're getting paid at this 20% right away. This, you're going to get paid again on the first level BP. Anyone who you personally enroll into this business, it's still more affiliate side here. You're going to get paid sponsorship commissions on that. And then, and we're going to get into like the details of what you get paid on here as we break it down. This is kind of just the requirements of that. Senior manager is where it gets even more fun. And this is where Really, if you're looking at this, this is where the team side comes in, the larger team side comes in. So if you're looking at senior manager, again, it's just a 6,000 BP in 3 months requirement. So if you wanted to do 2,000 this month, 2,000 November, 2,000 December, you get senior manager in December. Obviously, if you can do it faster, right? Try to get there as soon as possible. But this is where it unlocks unlimited levels deep of this 5%, all the way down to your next senior manager promotion in your downline. So if you have a team and you have 10 levels of people who are not yet senior manager, you can be getting paid 10 levels deep on your senior manager group, which is really significant. Again, the majority of your money here will come from your personal sales, always getting paid the most in your personal sales, getting paid on your first levels, their orders. But again, you're going to have that unlimited level deep for senior manager group. Now, something to mention here for both manager and senior manager, they do have a requirement to unlock the additional income for those levels. That's 3 customers. Those 3 customers can be any amount. They can order a $25 product. They can be customers that are ordering from your own house. It could be your husband, it could be your son. They can be people ordering from your own house. And that's not a requirement the first month that you hit this rank. It's just a requirement every single month after that. Now, let's say that you have a month where you do not have your 3 active customers. They do not take that income from you altogether, which is really unique as well. We actually would hold the income and then bring it back and give it to you the next month or the first month that you actually hit 3 customers in a month. So just to give you an example of that, and I apologize about my dogs. I have someone that just decided to walk the dogs right now, so they're all going crazy. And I have 5 dogs. So just for an example on this, let's say that it's October, right? You guys you're sitting at the month, something came up in your life, you only have 2 customers this month, and the month ends, right? You're only going to get paid as a planner on whatever happened this month. But let's say in November, you're going to have your 3 customers. What would happen then is when you get paid for November, you're going to get everything that was held back from October and everything that was held back from November, and it will all release in the same paycheck. So it's actually not lost. Now, they don't hold it longer than 3 months. So make sure that, again, that the best way is obviously get 3 customers every single month. But do know that if for some reason life happens, they understand, they will hold it and they will give it to you the month that you actually get the 3 customers in. Team leader, we're not going to go a ton into this today, but we will briefly cover it. So team leader is really where the fun starts. This is where, honestly, you could see a 4 to 5 times increase in your paycheck from senior manager. It's a 40% base commissions. All that is required is 50,000 in BP within 5 months. So it changes to a 5-month rolling period for that. And you need 10, and this is the easier way to say this, you need 10 managers or higher, 3 of which are senior managers in separate legs. And what a separate leg is, if you've personally sponsored someone, anyone on your first line, as long as there's 3 senior managers in those separate legs, and they don't have to be personally enrolled to you, but they just have to be in separate legs. They can't be directly under each other and count for those 3 senior managers. You can pull up to 5 managers from 1 leg. So it's definitely significant. And one thing I would tell people as they're looking at this, focus on the 10,000 per month BP. That way, it's kind of tracking for that 50,000 overall. And that one does have a 5 customer requirement. So something else that we want to mention here, we kind of separated this out to make it easier understood, because some people might be looking at those numbers and being like, wait, I thought we get paid 35% and 45%. Yes, you do. But that additional 5% is in Riman dollar rewards. So if you have 10 active customers at this point in time, you will receive an additional 5% on your entire qualified volume for manager, senior manager, or team leader, which is really, really significant. If you're sitting at senior manager and you have, 6,000 in your senior manager group for the month, that's an additional $300 that you're going to get paid in Riman dollar rewards that you can use for free products. You can use it for swag, for they have hoodies, they have different things. I've heard they're adding in like maybe even like Rolexes and crazy things like that, that you can let it sit there and accumulate for and then use as it kind of builds up. So just know it's 10 active customers. Again, at this point in time, they are not required to be on auto ship, though that is how it was set up. Right now, the company is waiving that. It's currently active customers. They could be any amount, $25 customers, and they would count towards that. So it is definitely significant. Now let's talk about how it all works. We want to make sure you understand the breakdown of what the comp plan, how the comp plan pays, what that looks like. So if you are a planner, you just came in, right? We know you're getting paid 10% commissions on all of your customers. We're always paid the most on our customers. That's where the focus is. You're going to get paid always the difference. And if you think about this, any point in the comp plan, you're paid the difference between whatever you're getting paid and whatever your team members rank is at and what they're getting paid as well. Unless they're the same rank as you, the company gives you an additional 5%. That way you're not actually losing out on that commission. So if you look here, as a planner, you're getting customers, you're getting 10% commissions on those customers. If you're enrolling other planners, we know that they're also getting paid 10% on their customers and their orders. So you would be getting paid 5% on them. Now for manager, and I know we're going through this fast, so we'll definitely get to some questions after I kind of get through this. I know there's going to be questions for sure. For manager, the base commissions is 20%. If you're looking at this, again, 20% on your customers. If you don't have those 10 customers for $31, totally fine. 20% of the customers. If you had a planner here, the planner is getting paid 10%. That means you're getting paid the difference between 20 and 10, right? So you're getting 10% on them. If you have a manager under you or someone that has promoted to manager, you're going to then get paid that 5% on them. So it's pretty straightforward. All the qualification and your volume for manager, it does need to come from your personal customers, your personal orders, or your personal enrollees customers or orders. Volume for manager does not count from the second level, and as well as senior manager, just so you kind of know, just going towards team leader is when that starts counting. Now, senior manager, the base there, it's going to be 30%. So that's 25% obviously base plus that 5% override on your entire senior manager group. If you're looking at this, if you have someone as a planner, you're getting paid 20% on them. If you have someone as a manager, it's 10%, and someone as a senior manager, 5%. Now it gets really significant, and I can show you guys a breakdown actually as well to show you how significant that actually is. But this is where it gets fun because you get those unlimited levels deep. You want to make sure that you can kind of really focus on, again, this comp plan is rewarding the right behaviors, right? It's getting you to focus on what you need to focus on to get to the next level and how can I help my team make more money, because the more money they make, the more money I'll make as well. So it's very, very conducive to growth. And we'll briefly talk about team leader, but just really obviously you're getting paid 40%. The difference is you really get quite a bit difference in here, and it's hard to explain on this slide. But if you have like a third or a fourth level that's just a planner and they're under another planner, meaning that their upline is only getting 5% of what they're getting paid, you're actually going to get the difference between 40% and that 5%, which is very, very significant. So team leader is what really unlocks a significant piece of that income, and that's why we say it's like 4 to 5 times what the senior manager pay is, even if you were at the same the same volume level as a senior manager. So I want to open up for questions there before we dive in, and I'll open up the chat here. See if we have anything in here. And while I'm reading this, Julian, go ahead.
Yeah, I joined on September the 15th, so I don't know where the 3-month cutoff is to meet my requirements. Is it the 15th of October, November, December, or is it the end of October? Is it like...
You said you joined September 15th?
Yes.
So that's a great question. So it's always a 3-month rolling volume, but it is calendar month. So for instance, all of your volume that you have this month, it's not going to run off. You'll have all of September, all of October, and all of November to with the 3-month rolling. Everything would change on December 1st. Now, all of November, yeah, October, no, December, everything will change January 1st. Sorry, you said September 15th, right? Yeah, sorry. I was right there the first time. So all of September, all of October, all of November, everything changes December 1st. Now, you don't lose all of your volume when that happens. You're just going to drop off of your September volume. So if you're looking at and you had 1,000 in September or whatever, 1,000 of that will fall off come December 1st. But the rest of it is still there. All of October, all of November is still there, if that makes sense.
Perfect. That does make sense. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Any other questions? Reading through here real quick, see there's not. If anyone has questions, now's the time.
I do.
Yep, go ahead.
Well, there was a conversation in the chat about, is it $20 annually or a $20 one-time payment?
Great question. It's $20 annually. So yeah, that's a great question. $20 every year. They'll send you a reminder. None of us have been here a year yet, so we don't know what it looks like necessarily, but we do know that that's what it's stated to be.
Tim, this is Ashley. I have a question.
Yep.
With that rolling volume where you said that she could see like her September would drop off, is there somewhere we can see the volume by month? So
Yeah.
we know what's dropping off?
Does anyone here who has a senior manager or lower back office, is anyone willing to share their back office if we were to look at it? You need to be on a computer screen for us to do it.
I can share mine, Tim.
Okay,
I'm just a planner.
awesome. That works. Go ahead and log in if you can, and then we can share your screen.
Okay.
And while we're doing that, is five customer requirement? Sorry, it keeps on jumping down here. Is the 5 customer requirement for team leader per month, and do you still get the first month without having to reach that 5? Yes, you still get the first month, and it is per month, but they're just regular customers. It's not 5 new customers every single month. It can be this 5 same customers ordering every single month, and again, they can be people in your own household. They can be they're very flexible with where the customers come from. And that goes into that second question. Yes, it does not have to be 3 new customers. It's 3 any customers, could be the same 3 customers every single month, Cheryl.
Tim, hi, how are you? Thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it. Active customers, is it an auto ship or somebody who orders that month? What does active customer mean exactly, please? Thank you.
Yeah, great question. Anyone who orders that month at all does not have to be an auto ship. So anyone who orders any amount.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Tim, I'm in now.
Awesome. Is it allowing you to try to share your screen there? See if it will pull up.
Okay. Are you seeing it?
Yes, and go ahead and log in. Well, I'm seeing your Riman. I'm not seeing your back office. Are you logged into your back office yet?
Oh, sorry.
Go to the RBO tab. I see you have it saved there, and it's right there beside ChatGPT.
I just need to get you out of the way.
Does someone who joined as a planner move back to a customer if they don't continue to pay the 20 annual? Yes, they do. Great question.
I also learned the hard way that it's customers, not planners, because I had 13 the one month, but 5 of them were planners. It's actually customers. So planner orders don't count as active customers.
Correct. Yeah, great reminder. So, Julianne, if you were to go to your genealogy report, I'll show you guys where I look at this. This is where you can see monthly numbers every month. We're getting paid on the monthly volume. However, Julianne, go ahead and click on any number, like the enrollment date. Just click on the number under enrollment date, the calendar on you. Yeah. And then click volume. Oh, and congratulations, you're almost a manager. That's exciting. So
Getting there.
scroll down. So this is where I go to see if something's going to roll off. If you scroll all the way to the right on this page,
I just have too many Zoom things covering up my.
so yeah, on right underneath the numbers there with that tab, just scroll that bar to the right, all the way to the right. And so you can see, that first month there is her September, and then she has the October above that. So I would know come December 1st, 1,400 of that is going to roll off. But this is what I will always look at. If I'm looking at the 5-month rolling, the 3-month rolling, I can just come into this report here and look at that bottom number and know that that's going to be the number that's going to fall off the next month. But great question. I think that a lot of people might not even know that report exists, so it's a good call out for sure. To make sure to have the 3 active customers every month, I set it up to secure 3 customers with auto ships. Yes, I love that, Christy. That's the best way. And we have an amazing customer rewards program on top of the auto ship. If someone's on auto ship, they're getting that $30 in product credits every 3 months, which is significant on top of the fact that they're already earning rewards just as a customer. If senior manager, if one is planning to do a large order, should we do it on our senior manager account or set up a customer account for ourselves to get higher commissions? I personally would lean towards setting up a customer account under your husband or under someone in your house. It does make a little bit more sense financially if you're looking for money back. However, if you're okay with Riman dollars as well, you can just place the order under yourself. Linda?
So I had a question about that. I was going to do that, and we share an email address, and it wouldn't allow me to, since we have the same email address, only one email address per account. So you'd have to set up a secondary email address for that.
Correct. Yep.
Did you have to do that for yours?
Yeah, anyone would. I use multiple emails anyways, but yeah, anyone who has to place, like you said, it's only one email account per account. So could you go over the rewards for being a customer? Yes, let me see. I don't actually have that on my computer, but I'm going to share. I'm going to see here real quick if I can pull it up on my phone for you guys. I saved so many things, I just have to figure out where to find it on my phone. All right, so for the regular customer rewards that we have, I'm not going to share it on my screen, but I'll tell you guys what it is. If a customer of yours spends anywhere between $0 and $1,000, or really $999 in a year, they're getting 5% rewards on that. If they spend over $1,000 within a year, anywhere from 1,000 to 2,999, they're getting 5% back in Riman dollar rewards, and they're also getting a 5% discount off every order as they order. if they spend over $3,000 in a 12-month period, they're going to get a 10% discount plus that 5% back in Riman dollars. So it's pretty significant. And then on top of that, every 3 months, if they're an auto ship customer, they're going to get a $30 Riman dollar rewards. So it's definitely very significant. Colleen, verifying active customers. If a customer orders twice in a month, they are counted as one active customer. Correct. Kathy, I set up 2 customers as planners, and now I see that I probably should have set them up as customers. Hopeful that one of them, yes. How I look at this, I just had this conversation with another team the other night, and I would only recommend someone becomes a planner if they want to work it, or at least have a couple friends they want to recommend pretty quickly. Otherwise, they're getting rewards as a customer as well. And if they're someone who's just going to mainly be ordering product, maybe send me a couple of referrals a year, I would probably tend to leave them as a customer. And then if they're someone who starts sending me more, several customers, I would definitely, try to, talk to them about the benefits of being a planner. Now, I do always tell everyone up front, ask the question, like, would you like to do what I do? Would you like to earn an income? So I do ask them that. However, I'm not going to push people into becoming a planner unless I feel like they're actually willing or active to work. So Kathy, yeah. Judy, do the customers only earn those rewards if they are on auto ship? No, the customers earn rewards regardless if they're on auto ship or not. Just the $30, like the monthly gift, they order 3 auto ships in a row. That's the only one that would be different. I'm going to a brick and mortar salon. Planner. I'm not sure if that's a question, Francesca. To a brick and mortar salon. Oh, yes, I would definitely present opportunity to any business for sure. Great questions. Any other questions before we wrap this up? I know that comp plans can also be stressful, but just like I said, know that you don't have to know everything to have success. The money comes, just focus on helping other people, and it's gonna work. So can we change their planner status to customers? I believe you cannot do it for the year that they have paid to the end, from what I was told. After that, they can't. Customer byproduct. Can you review the leadership match? Do you only match when they're team leaders and above? Yes, Jennifer. That's a great. So if we have what's called a team leader check match. So once you get to the team leader position, if you have team leaders underneath you, you will earn a percentage of what they actually get paid on as well, which can be pretty significant as you grow. Do customers on auto ship get free shipping? Right now, our free shipping is any order over $200, regardless if it is a auto ship or not. I'm gonna bring in as customers before planners. All right, the points for Cabo. I don't have that on my computer right now either. However, let me see if I can pull that up and just briefly talk about it. It's a very doable trip as well. I know that. See if I can see if I have the requirements on my phone. I might not. That might be a separate training that we do. Yeah, I don't have that one saved anywhere yet. So Francesca says 250 people to get to Cabo. 250 people ordering product or what? Oh, right. Qualifiers. Any other questions on the comp plan before we wrap things up here?
Your skin looks great.
Thank you.
Do you live in Midwest or where do you live?
I live in the Midwest. Yeah, I live in Missouri.
Oh, okay, so it's getting cold and brutal.
Well, I live in southwestern Missouri, so we only really get like 1 year of I mean, 1 month out of the year that's super cold.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it was in the 90s this week. So
Oh, wow. Okay.
it is, the nights are getting cooler, but it's still pretty warm. There is not a place to see projected commissions. I lost that. A lot of chats coming through. There's not a place to see projected commissions. However, I use that same report that I showed you guys with Julianne, and you can calculate your commissions on that report based on if you know where you're at in the comp plan, if you know where your team is at in the comp plan. They are updating things, consistently, and we're hoping to see a projection here soon. So. All right, guys. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I don't want to keep everyone too long on a Saturday, but I will make sure that this recording is posted. We have a much more in-depth version of the comp plan training that we can go through, but since we had so many new people jumping in, Jen thought it was best to run through this one. So maybe in the next month or so, we can run through a more in-depth one. I just ran through with another team the other day. It answers a lot of questions, but also if you're not familiar with the basic comp plan, it can get a little bit confusing. So we want to make sure first and foremost, you understand what the basic of the comp plan is, and we can grow from there. But I hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday, a fantastic weekend, and we will see you guys soon in the chats and in the groups. Bye.